Now, according to a new book entitled Game Change, during the 2008 American election, the now First Lady Michelle Obama issued her husband with an ultimatum, well, a series of them, actually. She apparently only agreed to help him run for president on the conditions that he stubbed out his 20-a-day smoking habit, promised to be home always on a Sunday, and that he turned up for their daughter's school musical recitals. So, have we ever issued ultimatums, and do they ever really work?
I have issued them, and I do issue them to Tim, but they rarely work. I mean, recently, I was getting fed up of him not doing these little jobs around the house, so I put a ban on sex, and he hasn't noticed. Okay. Doesn't even care. So the door handles are still falling off. But, I mean, I do sometimes, because he's really into his sort of clay pigeon shooting, and all the people that he goes with, it's always in the northeast and everything, and so I get fed up if I've coming away to work and he's just going off on a jolly, but I've still got to sort the kids and everything out. So I do constantly do that thing. If you go shooting, then da-da-da-da-da. I can't think of necessarily examples, but I do always issue ultimatums, don't always stick to them, and they very, very rarely work. It's different. I mean, I'm always doing it with the kids, but I think that's more like a discipline thing, isn't it? And I don't respond well to ultimatums at all. I just dig my heels in even more if he tries to issue with.
Well, it's something that I think we all associate with our childhoods, because it's how we parent. It's how we were parented.
And then you get into your 40s and think, don't talk to me like I'm a child. I can't bear ultimatums, because I just feel that if you give someone an ultimatum and then they do something, you think, well, they haven't done that because they wanted to, or because they thought they were being kind and thought, well, that's going to help her out. They've done it because you've said, you know,
so it's like
if you don't do that, then I feel like a nag.
It devalues the end result because it's begrudged.
Yeah, and it's like you just said, you know, if somebody says to me, if you don't stop doing that, then I'm not going to speak to you. I will do that more, because it's that childhood, don't tell me what to do now that I'm an adult. Yeah. But it wouldn't work anyway. If I gave Ray ultimatums, he'd just go, see you then.
And I'm such a hypocrite as well, because obviously I smoke nothing like as much as Tim. And I have a drink, but then again, when he gets drunk, I just go, you're absolutely disgusting, the amount you drink.
Oh, you don't
say that. I won't be here for much longer if you come in that state anymore.
But that will make him drink more.
I know, well, it does, and then it makes me drink more.
Then you are the pot calling the kettle.
I know, but at least I have said that I'm a hypocrite. At least I've accepted it. So I do.
See, now, I gave up smoking, not so much... I mean, Darren never gave me an ultimatum, and I've never issued one at him, because I think the result... Well, he would just tell me where to go, frankly. But he did sort of say to me, you'll never, ever be able to give up smoking. And it was the fact that he was so convinced that I was so weak that I did it. But, you see, now, he should have been very careful what he wished for. Because I gave up, and then we went on holiday together, and he had to spend all that time on his own with me. And I used to cry every night. When it got to cigarette time, I'd be in tears, and in the end, he had to lie to the people that worked at the hotel we were at. And he said our dog had died. We don't even have a dog!
But I have to say, when my ex could drink for England, and but not in, you know, like in a fun way, because he never got hangovers or anything. And he used to say to me, if we go out, are you sure you want another glass of wine? I'd go, oh, really? And then I'd drink and drink, and then I'd be ill for days, and he'd go, I rest my case. Because he was right. But I had to do it because I couldn't bear the fact that he was right and I was wrong. And that's what's wrong with ultimatums.
I think the worst
what you
thing
like
as well
is being told what to do.
It is, and I think the worst thing for a woman, and especially me over the last few years, is when it comes to food. Because obviously I've been trying to lose weight and I've been trying to eat healthy, and of course with Christmas being here, I thought, no way, I'm just going to eat like a horse at Christmas, so, which I did, a Shire horse. And, you know, because I've got this attitude, it's Christmas, I'm going to do what I want, I'm going to stop obsessing about food, and I'll start again in the new year. But of course by Boxing Day, Ray's going, diet's going well then.
No.
Oh yes.
Did you kick him?
Not a good thing for a man to say to a woman.
No.
But his funeral was lovely the week later. Sent him lovely flowers and a bar of chocolate.
But give Ray his due, and I don't normally speak up on behalf of Ray on this show.
I'm quite shocked.
But I think that giving Ray his due, it's not because he wants you to lose the weight, it's because he knows how miserable you are when you put it on.
He knows that by January I'll be spending weeks moaning, going, oh, I wish I hadn't eaten so much at Christmas, because now it's harder work and I've got to get rid of it.
But you knew he was right, and that's what makes ultimatums wrong. Because
I haven't told him he was right. He might not be listening.
He will be.
I can't believe you've said that on telly.
He's not right. She said it.
Well, it's